Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Let's go hey now.
Oh, wrong audio capture. Sorry.
What's up?
Sorry, y'all. I got Marshy here. We're setting up the decks for Music Fridays. Coming soon. Hey, Marsh, let me see the tattoo. Yeah, let me see the tattoo. Oh, yeah. Why didn't you put the hair on it? Did you get an axolotl because of the emo axolotl?
Yeah, and they're Mexican.
Is that the best thing I've ever done was to tag you in that axolotl post? Mauricio Miranda, everybody. Why'd you get a whooper? Oh, out of the loop. Out of the loop.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Ladies and gentlemen.
8 months.
Oh.
I found the Ibiza final boss.
Dude, this is the guy with the bowl cut. I've seen him fucking everywhere. He's been taking over social media. Yeah, I didn't even need to click it. I didn't even need to click it. This guy is blowing up. Ibiza Jack. Ibiza. Ladies and gentlemen, the best streamer to turn on a webcam after the sun goes down. Why are you not in the streamer games? I don't know. I don't know. Because they thought Caroline and I would be too powerful together, honestly. They had to nerf us. All right, what's this? Dude, I saw this. Dude, the Theo Von Rizzler interview was fucking iconic.
There's a couple rumors that I've heard about you. I'm going to rattle them off. You tell me true or false, okay? I heard that you have 2 cell phones.
3.
I actually have 3. Well, my brother has 2 iPads, and I have a phone. And I have 2 Nintendo Switches.
You have a scale?
What?
Good answer.
That's crazy. Okay. So, by the way, I want to put some context on that. I don't think Theo Von was making a fat joke there. I think Theo Von was making I got 2 phones, one for the plug, one for the load, right? Like he was like, oh, is the Rizzler trapping? But it came off as a fucking fat joke. which is unfortunate.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
New setup? Haven't been around in forever.
Yeah, dude, new setup. You haven't been around in like half a year. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. They made a movie about cutting weight. Oh shit, what is this? The Cut?
Highest knockout to win ratio for a super welterweight, huh?
People don't care about stats, only champions.
I have a title fight set in Vegas for next week.
He's not a competitive fighter anymore.
Yeah? Then why'd he call me?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Okay. All right. Mauricio Miranda. See you later, bud. Thank you, Black Bolts FPS.
He won't make the weight check.
I'll take care of the checks, so long as you get the official weigh-in.
That's 26 pounds in 6 days.
I know a guy. Gets things done, but I ain't
That is brutal.
gonna lie. It'll be rough on him.
We'll make it.
To make it, you gotta.
To be honest, this is already bullshit. This is already bullshit. There's no way you would lift weights at all in a cut like that. You wouldn't pick up you would never do battle ropes. You would literally get on. I mean, they're obviously dramatizing this, but if you had to do 26 pounds in 6 days,
Oh yeah, wow.
you're
that's
putting
very
on a
cool.
full sweatsuit and you're sitting on an assault bike for like 4 straight days. You would never do this because you don't want to burn yourself out. Clueless Cow, thank you so much.
To make it, you got to take the brakes off. Get him on the scale.
Get him off this.
You can back out. There's no shame.
That's not entirely true. I mean, there would be shame. There would be massive, crushing shame. The problem
That's
is...
it. That is a real cut right there. Full trash bag on an assault bike. That is what real cutting looks like.
Shame. The problem is, your girl loves you. So she's only going to hurt you so much. What you need.
Is that even possible? Sounds physically impossible. I mean, it would depend on how much fat you had on you at the start, right? If you were like overweight and you had to lose 26 pounds in a week, it's way more doable than if you are already really lean. If you're already really lean, you're squeezing blood from a stone.
To someone that loves something more than they love you. To me, you're nothing but a poker chip.
What, you gonna let all that work go to waste, huh?
Now, you and I agreed. If it became dangerous, we stop. Now, that is a dangerous, pointless task.
You can't quit. She never understood that.
You call yourself a champion?
This is where the
Oh
fight
yeah,
happens,
wow,
up
that's
here.
very cool.
This is where you win.
Fallow, thank you so much, and thank you for the hype train, guys.
No ripcord, you say it for me.
There is no ripcord.
Ready to ride.
Yeah, man. It's interesting as someone who's had to cut weight in high school and now again for a boxing match that didn't happen. Cutting sucks. If you're organized about it and you do it methodically, it's not that bad. But doing a lot of weight in a short period of time is tough. A lot of weight cutting actually happens when you're asleep too, because you can float a lot of weight by just sweating out. But yeah, like a lot of wrestlers now cut so hard that they get hooked on an IV
Nephilim.
like after their weigh-in. It's kind of crazy.
Do you need help?
What is this? Shelby Oaks? Oh, I saw this. This looks that crazy start to a trailer.
Welcome back to the Paranormal Paranoids. Today we're taking our first foray into the abandoned town of Shelby Oaks.
I've been searching for Riley for the last 12 years. I know my sister's not dead.
Bodies were found outside of Shelby Oaks. Riley Brennan is still missing.
The last night I saw her, she said she
Wow, that's
Red Mage Emperor Diaz. Thank you so much.
saw a man standing
Thanks for keeping the hype train alive, guys.
in her window, staring at her. Yeah. You live alone out here? Nope. Where is my sister?
Balls.
Grease Lover. Thank you so much for the balls.
Riley.
Hassan, you said you had a degree in horror. That's wicked, bro. Yeah, I got my film degree with a emphasis in horror, and then I got my master's degree. Yeah, man, I love
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
I love movies.
Anonymous gifted
Flexing?
a tier 1 sub to testicular force.
I don't know
This
if
is
that's
their first gift
flexing,
sub in the
man.
channel.
I don't know if a film degree helps me much as a streamer, but that looks cool. I can't wait to give that a dance. This is actually insane.
yeah,
Nintendo
wow, that's
of
very
America
cool.
nearly
Our streamer is
redesigned Pikachu
educated
with
5K.
huge.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Nintendo of America nearly redesigned Pikachu with huge breasts to appeal to US fans, according to the Pokemon Company CEO, who called the early pitch a tabby cat with huge breasts. I mean,
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
they did it eventually with Low Punny, right? It was just like a delayed hit. They didn't do it in the original 151, but Low Punny is like, come on. Low Punny don't got boobs. Well, you know what she's got.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Picked up the
Why
absolute
emphasis in
Batman
horror? I'm
paperback
guessing
today.
the answer
You're the
is
very
you
worst
like horror.
influencer and my absolute favorite streamer. Remember,
Oh.
chat, if you're over 30, get your colonoscopy scheduled today. Happy year, buddy.
Oh yeah, wow, that's
You're the
very cool.
very worst
Pikachu, I choose you,
influencer and my
Nefisto.
favorite streamer. I'll take that. I'll take that. What was I gonna? Oh, this is the new trailer for him. Let me pull this up real quick.
There are a lot of people saying you could be the next great quarterback. I can already see it now. Cam running down the tunnel.
Sorry, it's a little quiet. Twitter video be like that
I've
sometimes.
been invited to train with legend Isaiah White himself. Care to elaborate?
I want to be the GOAT. Cameron King. Great meeting you. I'm a fan. That's crazy. I damn near worshiped you growing up. Who are you?
I'm him.
Who are you?
I'm him. Manta.
Let's play a little catch. We going to the league! You want to play at your highest level? You want to be a legend? Because let me tell you something. This ain't a game. Who are they? Just gonna toss the ball around a little. You wanna hit this? You can't handle it. I understand. Oh, too slow. Wait, what are we doing? That man's smile about to be on the floor. This is how you do your teammate? What is this?
Shut hard! Enemies, shut hard!
In this game, violence is rewarded, so learn to enjoy it.
Get your shit together! Activate my hip.
Cam, are you okay?
I think something's off.
You want to know what you're getting yourself into.
Now we playing some football!
Don't have to do this.
Activate my hip.
I've never been more certain of anything in my life. And how bad does Cameron Cade want it?
I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
I'm not just gonna give it to you. You got to take it from me.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
What if I say no? Run. Think of it as a gift from the gods.
Killer, but don't push me. So what are you willing to sacrifice?
It looks really interesting. It's like if they made a horror movie with Antonio Brown as the villain. It should be cool. I'm excited for it. The Tom Brady story, bro. Tom Brady no one thought he was the GOAT when he came out of college. Oh, Smoothie King is releasing a ketchup flavored smoothie in collaboration with Heinz. Why? Why? That's horrible. That is misery. Blech. The Rizzler's bedtime diet. All right, let's take a look.
What else? Dude, you know, I saw you at that restaurant one time at Craig's. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. That was the first time I met you.
Yeah, you're right. Right there.
Yeah.
Good memory. Dude, and you were up. I'm not trying to rat you out or whatever, but you were up at, it was like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Thanks for the hype train, guys. I appreciate you. Choo-choo.
Well, now my bedtime is 1 o'clock in the morning, so.
What? What are you, a union worker? What are you talking? One? God. And I'll be honest, I mean, I saw you, I don't know. I saw you at the restaurant and you were drinking soda past 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's very cool.
That's why I went
Batsy,
to
thank you.
bed at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Yeah. They do have very strong soda over there. I mean, they had strong soda.
King, thank you so much.
Soda,
8
dude.
months,
Yeah, you
baby.
didn't blink for like 11 minutes. I was talking to you.
Yeah.
But that's what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the bedtime's been fluctuating a little bit, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you choose the bedtime or do your parents choose it? What's it like?
Well, really, I choose my bedtime, but like, really, when my parents go to sleep, I go to sleep. Because like, usually I have to go to bed. Well, I have to watch a movie before I go to bed. I can't like not go to bed without watching something at all.
For sure.
Yeah. But if I'm like super tired, I just like go in my bed and I close my eyes.
And then?
And I just fall asleep.
Yeah.
Listen, I love the Rizzler. I think the Rizzler is great. I really, really hope we don't read about the Rizzler in a few years like we did like the fucking Partridge Family. You know what I mean? I hope someone's taking care of him with all of his celebrity and all the money he's making. I really hope so. I really hope so. Can I get your thoughts
Holy
on this
calamity,
song?
scream insanity.
Sure.
Are you ever going to be another great fan of me? Break.
Oh, it's the Handsome Boy Modeling School.
Holy calamity, scream insanity. Are you ever going to be another great fan of me? Break.
Yeah, this is fire.
This is a journey. This is a journey.
Yeah, that's Dan the Automator, right?
This is a journey. Journey.
Yeah, Dan the Automator's so sick. Highest Lows with Denzel Washington. I haven't watched it yet. Has anybody seen it? Does anybody have any takes on that movie yet? Nature is Healing. All right, let's see what Nature is doing.
Trophy hunter has been
I saw
brought to
this.
death by a buffalo he was trying to kill.
I
Asher
saw
Watkins
this.
was tracking a 1.3-ton Cape Buffalo bull whilst on a trip to South Africa before it suddenly charged at him at 35 miles per hour, killing him almost instantly.
That's for
Will, please bring back the
Please
music
bring
streams.
back music streams.
Yeah, that's why I had Mauricio Miranda here. I don't know if you haven't been here for a while, but I've been working on something because basically the music streams like didn't work. Fundamentally, like we just couldn't make
Hey,
everybody
Will,
happy.
Thanks for doing movie nights and getting me into film. Also helping me find the motivation to start working out again, people of.
Thank you so much. So we're gonna do DJ streams, and I'm getting a DJ setup done in the adjacent room. It's almost done. It should probably be good to go tomorrow or the next day. And then when I get back from Joshua Tree, we're gonna do like weekly DJ streams.
Called it a sudden and unprovoked attack by an unwounded buffalo.
A sudden and unprovoked attack. Weren't you about to kill that buffalo? I don't know, man. I think as a hunter, like you can't feel bad for this guy because I think like you have to accept that risk when you do like an extreme sport like hunting, which I don't really fucking like. But you know, if that's gonna be your modus operandi, that's what you signed up for, is that those animals get a chance to defend themselves. So I don't know. Hey, well, not sure if you do much reading outside of comics. I haven't lately, but I just started reading Speculation by Tarantino and was wondering if you're familiar. No, not familiar with it at all. Did you see the 1-of-1 Magic the Gathering Spider-Man card? The 1-of-1 Magic the Gathering Spider-Man card with real radiation?
At Will Neff PLS, get me on the DJ stream. That's what I do
What?
on my channel now because of you, Flapja30 Call Flapja30 Club Shops.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, oh, what's up? How you doing, Black Hoodie? What's up? What's up, man? Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. I appreciate you. Senna's dad. Yeah, for the uneducated. That's Senna's dad. A fantastic streamer in his own right. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Wait, so they're actually gonna radiate this card?
At Will Neff, do you know about the MIDI fighter? It's the J controller that's 16 arcade buttons you can map to effects, loops, filters and its stop motion controls so you pick it up and adjust your filters.
Nick Xenon! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. 100 gifties. What the fuck? All right, well, we got a tradition here. I hope I can rip this shirt. It's one of my shirts. My shit is always high quality. I never know how this is going to go.
Neff, let's go.
We have a tradition here. 100 gifted. Pop the fucking top off. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to fucking... Still got it. Thank you so much for 100 gifted. I gotta go grab another shirt. I'll be right back.
Yeah!
Golly. They don't come off as easy as they used to. I'm getting old.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
They don't come
Goddamn, so
off as
fucking cut.
yeah, I've been losing weight. I've been fucking cutting weight like a machine, man. Speaking of cutting, I got down to 179 for boxing. When the match got canceled, immediately gained 15, 20 pounds. Immediately. Fucking yoked. I'm trying to keep these fucking pythons together. I'm trying to keep these pythons together. These rattlesnakes right here. But yeah, so after the fight, I was like, oh, I can eat and drink again. Okay, bet. And I put weight on. Some of your favorite colognes right now. Oof. You guys know. I got a habit. Daddy's got a fragrance habit. All right. It's like the one thing I fuck around and spend money on. And I bought Tom Ford's newest scent, fucking fantastic parfum. That shit goes crazy.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
That shit goes
28
crazy.
months ago, I never expected to see a gun show such as this.
How much? Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Okay? Listen, that's why I preface it. That's why I preface it by saying daddy's got a habit. All right? Some people gamble. Some people spend a lot of money on cars. Daddy likes to smell good. All right? I got a big ass schnoz. I smell everything. I smell in 3D. All right? It just is what it is. Yeah, but fucking fantastic is fucking fantastic. Dude, I finally figured it out.
That's very cool.
Nice dick pro.
Dude, I was smelling Tuscan leather again, and I was like, why do people like this? Why do people like this fragrance? And then it hit me, and I looked at the woman working at Tom Ford, and I went, this smells like cocaine, doesn't it? And she went, yeah. And I went, I finally get it. I have smelt that fragrance probably 1,000 times. And I've heard the Drake lyric, smelling like a brick, and I never put it together. But I sampled it again, and I was like, I know so many dudes wear this. Why? It smells like chemical. And then I was like,
oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
What's your preferred scent again?
SC Mako. Dude, I really hate this conversation because this is like when a gambling addict talks about playing slots. Like I know I'm irrational, but I have like 30 fragrances. I'm like Jeremy Fragrance over here. Like I know it's not great. I know it's crazy behavior. You know what I mean? I know it's crazy. Please tell us you have Sex Panther? No. What's your favorite cologne around $200? Okay, so this is what I will say. In the same way that I advised people, like if you want to get into comics right now, you smell like what Ronnie Coleman sounds like. Yep. Yeah, buddy. Ain't nothing but a peanut. No, the one that I always recommend for young men just getting into fragrance, which is like a fucking go-to, really great scent, cheat scent that isn't super expensive, is this one right here. Paco Rabanne A Million. Paco Rabanne A Million is delicious. This is a delicious, delicious scent. It won't break the bank. really good daily driver. Wear it to the gym, wear it out at night. And it's okay. For its price point, I think it's one of the better colognes. Real shit. Because you can get a bottle, like a full bottle of it for like $80 on sale. Which I know some people are going to be like, blah, 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 blah. But again, you're talking to an addict. You're talking to a fucking addict. So let's not. As crazy as it feels to say, King of the Hill season 14 is top to bottom triumph. Yeah, I've heard that the new King of the Hill is fucking fantastic, which is amazing. I slept with this man the night before my wedding. His scent alone almost turned me. That's true. No lies. Will I really love that scent? What would be the next upgrade? From $1 million? So I'm trying to think like not Tom Ford tier, but something in between. I really like Victor Rolf Spice Bomb. This bad boy right here. That's a sexy scent. That's a sexy scent. That's a sexy scent. Dude, I feel like people ask about fragrance just to fuck with me though. Like they ask about fragrance just to like get me talking and then make fun of me. This is how it goes every time. This is how it goes every time where they'll ask and I'll show them and then they'll be like, how much is it? Disgusting. Why did it say it like that?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Mr. Nefferson, appreciate you. Content has been contenting. Can't wait for your music night to pop off.
I couldn't even hear what it said. Hang on. Oh, let me turn it up. 1 second.
Please place your organic breasts into the bagging area.
Damn, bro. I think AI is starting to get it. Place your organic, please place your heavy naturals in the bagging area. No, I don't want to show. I don't want to show Crypto getting shot on fucking South Park. This you.
Hi guys, Jeremy Fragrance here.
This is me. Let me grab a water while you watch my
Many
highlight
men
reel.
are a little bit arrogant after they have sex with a woman. Panty dropper in the school. We came from the gym to the office to the school. I punched people in the face in the kindergarten already. You smell this, baby.
Stronger with you. Dolce and Gabbana, the one of it.
With a woman right now. I put on the underwear again, and I started crying like a bitch. It smells very much like you want to have a little bit of the hair of that woman in your mouth. And he said, I said, okay, then I do that and that. This is the underwear face, meaning this is me. I would say it smells like trash, so it's the best besides my own fragrance brand.
Jeremy Fragrance is one of God's own prototypes. Too rare to live, or too weird to live, too rare to die. Careful with some of that cologne.
Security manager pulls me over and he said, "Sir, we found something in your bag that we believe to be very dangerous.
Yeah. He had Spice Bomb in his bag.
And you could be in some serious trouble." I said, "Oh my God, what is it?" And they say, "We believe that you have packed a grenade in your bag."
What?
And I went, "Oh my God, my cologne." So I have a cologne. I have Spice Bomb by Victor Rolf that is shaped like a grenade.
Who do you think got him that cologne?
You brought it to an airport?
Well, in the United States, I go through every week with a grenade.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, this is checking a memo, Rob, brother."
And they still had to search everything.
Right.
My underwear, everything is spread all over Heathrow Airport.
Everything is spread?
I mean, not everything.
Spread it. Yeah, no, listen. I would say there are worse ways to be known than smelling good all the time. Have you met Myth's dog yet? No, I haven't. What's it look like? Did he post it? Oh, Marshy. Dude, we already have a Marshy. What the hell? He's so cute, though. What the frick? That is a cute dog. Marshy. By the way, when Marsh came in here, it's so hot in my room right now. He immediately was like, damn, bitch, you live like this? Like, yeah, bro, we're fixing it. We're fixing it. Yes, it's hot. I'd say they got the right guys for the job.
I don't know. Stu's cooking.
Bro, putting the fucking NFL draft sound effect in a drop is the most fratitude thing I've ever heard in my entire fucking life, and it kind of made my dick move a little bit. I hate to admit that still exists in me, but that shit hit like dope. Speaking of which, my football IQ, I want to pat myself on the back. I want to pat myself on the back because I called something forever ago. Fastest 5 minutes in football. I told you Joe Milton was going to be a problem. I literally was like, dude, Bazooka Joe's arm is fucking stupid. That dude's arm is, and then when he started popping off in preseason last year, I was like, this man might be starting for the Dallas Cowboys by the end of the season. Have you guys seen some of the passes he's been throwing in preseason? Bro, Bazooka Joe is fucking throwing absolute darts. Look at this. In a joint practice. Wait. Look at this right here. This pass is not normal. Against third team, guys, it doesn't matter. Look at the velocity of this football. That is a stone cold fucking rope. That is a stone cold rope from another dimension. He threw that from his own 20-yard line. That's you can't teach that. If you can teach that man how to read a defense, bro, oh my God. He's dropping bombs. Anyway, the other thing in the fastest 5 minutes of football, the only other thing I'm going to talk about, by the way, fastest 5 minutes of football is going to have a lot more to talk about starting this weekend. Obviously, preseason starts. So these have kind of been cursory, whatever. Some of the trade packages I have seen for Terry McLaurin and Micah Parsons have been insane. They have been fucking insane. I don't think either player moves, but if they do, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Will, please tell me Scary Terry is staying in DC.
I think he is. I think if you have a quarterback, the likes of which you have a unicorn in DC right now. You have a fucking unicorn, right? You have a kid that is the next 10 years of your franchise. Give him the wide receiver he likes. Give him a wide receiver he's had success with. Give him a wide receiver that consistently gets 4 digits in how many yards he gets every. Pay him. Fucking pay him. I hope they pay. I really hope they don't trade for another wide receiver. I think that would be very stupid. I think you just got to pay him. Parsons to the Jets. I saw that package. By the Jets package that people were talking about was Micah Parsons to the Jets for Breece Hall, Jermaine Johnson, a second round pick this year and a second round pick next year. Which I don't know. I think obviously the Jets take it, but the Jets need Breece Hall because I think he's going to be their entire offense. I don't know. Do you have a fantasy team we can copy? I don't have one yet. Listen, I'll be honest. I haven't won fantasy the last 2 years. I place in like the top 4 every time, but I haven't won. Last year, CMC, Christian McCaffrey, absolutely fucking fucked me. Are you out on Justin Fields? I'm not out on Justin Fields. There's a lot of time till the season. But if you want to analyze what we've seen so far, he hasn't been good. Like just from what we've seen, he has not been great. Now, ultimately, I think the way that you have to use Justin Fields, Justin Fields is you have to run him. You gotta use him. You gotta use Agent Zero, and you gotta use Breece Hall as like a 3-headed running offense because the Jets have a good offensive line now, and basically the idea has to be like we're gonna run the ball 70% of the time. We're gonna run the ball 70% of the time, and hopefully he doesn't throw picks the other 30%. South African chatter here. I do not understand your sport. That's okay. Breaking. No bag policy has been implemented for tonight's WNBA game in an attempt to crack down on dildo throwers. Nice try, Coppers. That is not how I've been getting the dildos into the arena. Oh, God. Oh, God. Leave the WNBA alone, man. Come on. Will the Patriots squeeze into the playoffs with a wild card? They have a much better shot this year than they do last year because I think the Dolphins fell off and no one knows what the Jets are going to be. The Jets could be a 3-win team or they could be a 9-win team. Anywhere in between. It really depends on Justin Fields. It really depends on our quarterback. Right now he's not good, but you guys could sneak him. What are your surprise teams this year? This is the last NFL question I'm going to answer. Surprise. I mean, okay, so we're saying pure surprise, right? We're saying pure surprise. So even the teams that are like kind of middle of the road that will make the playoffs are out, right? So we're not talking about Tampa Bay. We're not talking about the Rams. We're not talking, teams that like people like they underappreciate how good they are. I would say the team that could surprise the most people this year are the Raiders. I think the Raiders have enough pieces in place that they could surprise people. But like, again, surprise, you're not talking about any team that's projected to make the playoffs. So like a lot of the teams that you're saying, I think the Broncos are low key those guys. The Broncos are not low key those guys. Vegas is betting on the Broncos right now. Just so you know. Like people think that the Broncos are going to be good this year. So they're not a surprise team. Examples of like potential surprise teams are like Falcons, Dolphins, Raiders, Seahawks, Tennessee Titans, and the Cards. I think are like good examples of like potential surprise teams. The Panthers are another good one. I think the Panthers are going to have a better season. I cannot see the Panthers. I cannot see the Panthers making the playoffs. The Jets. The Jets team lies. I honestly think the Jets right now, their success is on two players' shoulders. Two players' shoulders. It's Justin Fields, who's been looking terrible in preseason, and it's Will McDonald, who has been looking fucking insane in preseason. So if those two players do well, I don't know. Who? He's their young pass rusher who's like a demon. He's like a demon. But right now, I would not bet on them to be a surprise team. I really hope Justin Fields finally gives us a first round pick. Yeah. He's good. Bengals are not a surprise team, brother. Bengals
The NBA is doomed,
arguably
man.
have like the most consistent quarterback in the NFL right now. The Browns, I wouldn't bet on the Browns, but maybe Shadur goes in. Shadur is actually starting this preseason game. Bengals D is atrocious. That's real, but the Bengals have made a Faustian deal. The Bengals literally are like, we're going to play West Coast football. I don't give a fuck about defense. We're going to score 30 plus points every game. Good luck keeping up.
Because this man Wemby is collecting legends like Infinity Stones. First, he gets drafted by the Spurs, right? Gets to learn under one of the greatest coaches of all time, especially for big men, right? And after his first season, what does he do? He starts getting mentored by Jamal Crawford, right? And on top of that, gets Chris Paul as his teammate. And after this offseason, he was looking like this.
Wemby, thought about the three. Now he does. Step back. You bet.
This dude was hitting step backs over 7-footers, but he got injured, and Chris Paul left. So now we are on this offseason, where Wemby goes and trains with the monks. He's trained his physical, now it's time to train the mental, and find his inner peace, right? And we saw this and thought, the NBA is really in trouble. And then I see this morning, that he is working out with Kevin Garnett. This man has mastered inner peace, now he's mastering outer chaos. A 7'4" Frenchman with the inner peace inside of his brain, trash talking like Kevin Garnett on the court
Jover.
after being mentored.
I don't know. Here's what I'll say. Wemby is fucking fantastic. He might even be one of the best players in the NBA, if not the best player in the NBA in the next few years. But bro, there are some fucking ballers coming into the NBA. God damn. Players in the NBA keep getting better every single fucking year, bro. The talent that is coming out. Bro, have you watched like high school ball recently? That shit is dude, I saw yesterday on my feed, I saw a kid with a yarmulke throwing it off the backboard. Like literally a Hasidic Jew, like 7 feet tall, absolutely scraping his nuts on high school ballers. And I was like, yo, basketball is different. Basketball is different. That guy, this high schooler would have been a fucking all NBA player like 20, 30 years ago. The talent coming out of high school right now is wild. Wild. Anyway, no more sports talk. What else do you guys want to talk about? But obviously, it's film night, ladies and gentlemen. It's film night, and you guys begged me to not do a serious movie tonight, so I'm not going to reveal it yet. But all you need to know is we're doing a comedy. We're doing a comedy. No, we didn't. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Dude, the last film night, people were like, oh! It got a little bit too dark. It got a little bit too dark. Chat tapped out. Anyway, I'm not going to reveal it just yet. We usually wait for like the hour and a half mark to get into movie night, but just know we're doing a comedy tonight. War of the Worlds. I don't have a thumb drive. Ooh, I get it now. Classic. Yo, is he putting on some Tom Ford Tuscan leather in the background? Yo, it smells like Tom Ford Tuscan leather out here. What the fuck? My man is putting on some Tom Ford Tuscan leather. By the way, that song is like one of the best examples of like cyclical music I've ever heard. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Swedish House Mafia, before they were Swedish House Mafia, were a group called Supermode. And they took that Bronski beat song from the 80s and they re-released it as like maybe one of my favorite dance tunes of all time. And Supermode is the Swedish House Mafia as, what is it? Stardust is to Daft Punk. BBC Radio 1. Open the schools. Okay, I'll take a look at this.
I told my little cousin I'm gonna start taking him to the gym so he can get in shape before school start. I told his ass to send me the address. Look what this little nigga sent me.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
The fuck I'm gonna do with this, cuzzo? Do with this, cuzzo?
Okay, let me see if I can read this. That's 8934.
Nigga, do you live in...
I hate TikTok auto on pause.
Nigga, do you live in the multiverse? What the fuck kind of address?
That's 8434 Ausic. I think that's Av. God.
What is this? Am I supposed to decipher this? Google Maps don't take this, bro.
This does look like something the Zodiac Killer wrote, though.
Don't. I asked this nigga to send me the address. He said he wrote it down and sent me a picture. Why the fuck didn't you just type it, nigga? You just went through 3 different steps for no reason. This nigga sent me a whole riddle to get to his house. Nigga, send me the address. Cause this can't be. It can't be. Fuck the part about it.
Open the schools. What is this?
Look at this nice break and a little.
There's no way he made that
Chris
noise.
By just feeding it out to that 4-5 board
Ooh,
down
that's
lane.
a saucy
And
roll
look at
right
this good
there.
Action. Oh.
Man, he's really spinning those balls. That guy knows how to spin balls, I'll tell you what. Got the. Cry boy, cry. Bruce Wayne was
Batman
the
was
first
actually
Robin.
The first Robin, not Dick Grayson. But DC erased Batman's entire history as Robin, and I can prove it. Now, I'm not talking about some quick one-off cameo that nobody talks about.
Hey, bah. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite people in the world is here, Abe. Abe is here, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't follow Abe, you must. We got Cobblemon coming up soon, ladies and gentlemen. You have to follow Abe to get the information you need on all social platforms.
And everyone forgot about. No. From 1955 to 1986.
It's going to be a movie. That's right. Debbie Does Dallas. I don't know why I said that. Abe. I'm so sorry.
Bruce Wayne being Robin first and then becoming Batman was part of his journey. It all started with Detective Comics issue number 226. Batman gets a package and it ends up being his old Robin costume. So he explains to Dick about his time as Robin. He was the Robin to a guy named Harvey Harris, who was the world's greatest detective at the time. Bruce looked up to him and wanted to be like him.
By the way, Abe, I've been planning my team, bro. Dude, I'm going to bring out the most Team Rocket. I'm going full Team Rocket, Abe. I'm going full Team Rocket. You fucking nerd. Bro, listen. Listen. I'm going full Team Rocket.
So he
leak me, daddy. I'm not going to leak shit. I'm not going to leak shit about the event. I'm not going to tell you it's bigger and better than the last season. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be must watch Twitch content. I'm not going to leak that we're having public servers where the community can play together as well in a system where you can queue Pokemon PvP against people from the community. I'm not going to do those things. I'm not going to tell you guys that you're going to be able to play along with us. Oh, wait, Abe just did? Oh, Abe's leaking in chat right now? Abe, are you leaking in chat right now? All right, I'll leak one Pokemon from my team. This guy's been waiting. Grimmsnarl has been fucking waiting to beat that ass. Oh, God, I can't wait to release the Grimmsnarl. I can't wait to light screen motherfuckers back into the Stone Age. You're just gonna make a Gooner team? That's crazy, bro. Abe, I want to be the very best, bro. I want to be the very best. And I've been planning, dude. And that's why I'm going to use Lopunny's Fake Out, dude. Fake Out in duo queue is so strong. You know what I mean? And oh, that's the wrong photo. There you go. That's Cobblemon Lopunny. I don't know why that other one was bookmarked. That's
volunteered himself to be his apprentice for a summer, but he didn't want Harvey to know his identity. So he made the costume and Harvey actually gave him.
Abe, I will get Guzzlord this time. I'm telling you. I'll leak another one. I will catch a Guzzlord this time. Whether it fucking kills me, I will do 100 hours in the fucking mines. The children, you want another leak? Abe, they can't handle another leak. They're already rock hard. You can't do this to them. Okay, give them the leak. Give them the fucking leak, dude. So they can play along with us and challenge us. Legendaries and Ultra Beasts are 1 of 1. That's right. If you catch the first Legendary or Ultra Beast, it's locked. We had that idea so long ago, and it's so rad, and I'm so glad it's in there. So everybody who has a Legendary or an Ultra Beast, that is their Legendary or Ultra Beast. I see you, Shiva, with anticipation.
The name Robin, saying he's as brilliant as a Robin Redbreast. Now, the reason I say this wasn't a one-off thing is because it was mentioned again in 2 more comics. Batman issue number 213 and The Untold Legend of the Batman, which also talks about who the first Batman actually was. And spoiler alert, it wasn't Bruce.
What?
I'll say that for another video. Now, you may be wondering what happened to Bruce's time as Robin. Well, this happened. Yep, the Crisis on Infinite Earths event erased all of Bruce's time as Robin. But instead, DC gave him almost the exact same experience, but just minus the Robin costume. Like, literally. In 1989, Detective Comics Annual number 2 came out. Annual number 2
Good job, Batman.
revealed Harvey Harris still trained Bruce on how to be a detective.
Good job, Batman.
But Bruce just went by the fake name of Frank Dixon instead of throwing on a theatrical costume to hide his identity. Now, there is something cool you guys should know. In 2022/2023, DC had another event called Dark Crisis. And this event actually restored all of the realities that Crisis on Infinite Earths erased. So technically the first Robin is no longer erased. But DC just hasn't brought him back up yet.
That's sick.
Crisis-
By the way, if
Crisis-
anybody can find me
but instead-
this comic
because it was
in a
mentioned.
PSA 10 to buy,
Literally. In 1989, Detective Comics Annual.
if
number-
anybody can find me this comic in a PSA 10 to buy, I would buy that in a heartbeat. That is one of the best gifts for Hassan Piker I've ever seen. Batman beating the fucking shit out of the Klan. That is sick. Batman beating the fuck out of the Klan goes crazy.
I did a giant bottle of poppers spilled over. It was a sculpture I did in an art show. And the owner of Rush gave me a lifetime supply of Rushes. I'm out of them. We used to do Rush, not for sex, just for fun. We used to do it on the roller coaster at Coney Island, going up the hill. And then, wham, 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 when you go down.
Bro. When you get to the end of your life, I hope you have stories as cool as John Waters. That's all I want for you, chat, is to be half as cool as John Waters. John Waters was given a lifetime supply of poppers and outlived it. Literally out fucking lived it. Oh, dude, I might buy this as a gift for Hassan Piker. I might buy this as a fucking gift. This is fucking crazy, bro. This is sick. It's from 1989. I've never seen this cover. That's tight. If you were a few years younger, do you think this casting would work a few years younger? It's hard because he's a Marvel guy. I do think that there's going to be some lines drawn with like the Marvel. I'd love Brolin in the DCU though. You going out clubbing with Marsh? Furry costume. I thought this was going to be a furry setup. Yugi. I summon Pot of Greed. Speaking of furries, though, one of the craziest news stories has hit, but apparently it is fake, which makes me very sad. There was a report that TCU's quarterback is a furry, but I wanted it to be real. I wanted it to fucking be real, dude. I wanted, that is such king shit. That is such king shit. If Josh Hoover was just like, yeah, I'm a furry, and I'm going to put 6 points on your fucking head. Wait, that was fake. There are reports that it's fake. Okay, you want to know something crazy? You want to know someone in our community said, before the news that it might be fake came out, said, if I speak and say that I recognize those furry suits already and know who they am or know who they are, I might expose myself. And I was laughing my ass off on the toilet. I was absolutely cackling. I was absolutely fucking cackling. Dude, that would be so sick, though, if a fucking starting QB that actually balls came out and was like, yeah, I'm a furry. Fuck you. Touchdown. Baller. I got the 6th pick in my fantasy draft. Who should I take? All right, let's look at a big board. I don't know what the predicted number 6 pick is. Predicted number 6 pick is CeeDee Lamb. Ugh. He's been balling. I just don't. If Justin Jefferson slips to you, that is an insta-cup. Let me just say that. CeeDee Lamb could be number 1. Take him. I just don't know. That Dallas team scares me, man. That Dallas team fucking scares me. Yeah, I guess you take CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is fine. Justin Jefferson's take is fine. Honestly, people aren't going to like this take, but Malik Neighbors is going to fucking be a one-man wrecking crew. Dude, if Jamar Gibbs slides to you, that's an easy cop. That's who I would try and take at 6. Have you seen the new KFC app? Ooh.
A bunt can.
Nervous on Lamb, high on Neighbors. Yeah, I ultimately I think CeeDee Lamb is going to ball out. He's going to be great, but you're talking about the number 6 pick, and you're not talking about like doing well. You're talking about carrying your team. And I feel like when the Dallas Cowboys have a bad game, and especially, okay, can I be honest? I'm very nervous about the vibes if Micah Parsons leaves Dallas. If Micah Parsons leaves Dallas and they start losing, it's going to be a circus, right? Like the fan base is going to turn on them. The vibes are going to be fucked. I don't know, but the Giants have one target that they're just going to pump. Neighbors is just whoever's throwing the ball is going to pump them. So I mean, granted, I don't know if there's going to be a huge difference. These are just vibes based things.
Kentucky Burger. Thank you, USA, for Kentucky Burger.
It is very juicy.
It melts in your hands.
Thank you, KFC.
Where is this ad running? Where is this ad running?
For Burger Kentucky. It's with mozzarella. It's very crunchy. Thank you, USA, for Kentucky Burger.
It is big and heavy. It is the legend.
Albania? Thank you, USA Kentucky Burger new product. Bro, burger. I gotta run this one back. This is a jam.
Thank you, USA.
Okay, right off rip, this outfit that he's wearing, it's a little problematic. They got my man dressed like the fucking Clips. They got him dressed like the fucking Dipset. What the fuck? They got him dressed like Cameron, man. What the hell?
For Kentucky Burger.
It is very juicy.
Okay, that is a fucking Taxi Driver reference.
It's very juicy.
Baywatch.
Smells in your hands.
Thank you, KFC, for Burger Kentucky.
It's with mozzarella. It's very crunchy. Thank you, USA, for Kentucky Burger.
It is big and heavy. It is the legend.
I mean, I'm a little ashamed how other countries view us, bro. But we earned that. You know, we earned that. We earned that. We really did.
Oh,
Deserved.
yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Much love, Will. Have you seen the trailer for it too? Would love to shine a light on it if you haven't looked at it.
Let's take a look.
There's a lot of good work going on here. Let's start with that.
It would be pretty cool though if we did get to go on together.
Yeah. That's our work. And he's making a mockery of it.
How we got the lead and all, everyone knows how that happened. Dude.
This turns into a murder mystery, guaranteed.
Since the show's opened, you've been impossible to work with. You think he's the only actor who's complained?
For the good of the show, for the good of Shakespeare, for the good of the theater.
Ooh. You give me goosebumps talking.
God, I fucking love this guy.
Like that.
Honey, are you sure you're okay?
The tragedy of Julius Caesar makes you guffaw.
I don't know.
You don't know if it makes you guffaw?
I don't know what guffaw means.
Laugh.
Oh!
Going on tonight for the first time.
Wow. Disaster has stricken Terence.
A curse shall light upon the limbs of men.
I love you, Terrence.
And let slip the dogs of war.
Fire. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now 8:30. I've heard your complaints. We're starting film night earlier, so we're going to start film night. I have heard the requests. I'm listening to you. So tonight we are going to watch a comedy. It is one that I've wanted to watch for a long time and talked about watching for a long time. Because ultimately, I think it has a reputation for being a very silly movie, which it is. But on top of that, I think it's one of the best comedies ever made. Go ahead.
I don't take no shit from anyone.
As is from Kosovo, Will.
That is from Kosovo. Oh, interesting. Anyway, tonight we are going to be watching Clueless. I absolutely fucking adore this movie. I fucking adore this movie. It's a I always try and move around with our eras and who directs it. This is from Amy Heckerling, and she snapped with this movie. It is unbelievably good. I think of all the movies, all the comedies, this is probably like the best period piece comedy ever. And the interesting thing is that it was made like as a contemporary film, but it works so well as a time capsule to the 1990s. And honestly, it had a lot of like insane talent in like their first or second film. Alicia Silverstone, Paul Rudd, Brittany Murphy, Donald Faison. Thank you. Sorry, I always say that wrong. Breckenmeyer, Stacey Dash, who, but this movie is unbelievably good. Who has not seen this movie? One's in chat if you have not seen this movie. Okay. So this movie is very silly. I'm going to warn you, it's a comedy. I've had a lot of people request a comedy, and comedies are comedies. They're very silly. But I think kind of below the comedy surface is a pretty poignant film. And I don't know. I really enjoy this movie. It might not be for everyone, but it is very silly and very fun. And if you can get past kind of like the silliness of it, there's a really fun kind of period piece there as well. So this is kind of like Superbad for the 90s. If you enjoy Superbad or any of those other like Fast Times at Ridgemont High type movies. What's the other one? Dazed and Confused. It's kind of like that style, but it's like that style for being a Valley Girl, which is a phenotype that's all but kind of dissolved. Youngins gather around, and I'll tell you a story. When we were growing up, Valley Girls were like a very specific subsection of girls living in California that like spoke with like, oh, wow. And ultimately what happened is the Valley Girl went extinct because everybody became Valley Girls. Basically, the Kardashians made every woman who consumed social media a Valley Girl. So basically, this very small subsection of culture swept through the world, not just the United States, but the world, thanks to the Kardashians. Because the Kardashians basically took the Calabasas Valley Girl, spoiled, entitled, like trope and blew it into orbit. So this film is very relatable because it is talking about a subsection of people that became like such a hardline reality. Paris Hilton did it. Yeah, Paris Hilton was the first to do it. But if you think Paris Hilton has had a 100th of the cultural impact that the Kardashians have, you're wrong. So, yes, Paris definitely was the originator, and then the Kardashians are a $1 billion industry each. Yeah, I really enjoy this movie. This might be a polarizing film, but I think you will laugh and enjoy it. It's modern. There's no subtitles. It's really funny. Yeah, I think everybody can enjoy this, hopefully. This is my appeal to you to make a more digestible film. The last two have been really tough movies that I watched the chat kind of revolt against. They were like, oh, God, Will, this is so tough. Anyway, this is very fun, very light, very enjoyable, very short comedy from the 90s by a female director that I think you will all enjoy. So with that being said, Haas, go ahead and roll that header.
beautiful chat. Life is not a movie. It's not scripted, edited, or packaged for the screen. We are more than the moments we see in motion pictures. Our existence is raw, unscripted, and beautifully unpredictable. Every breath, every heartbeat
That's very cool.
is a story untold, and a story that goes beyond any frame. But in those frames, in those fleeting moments on the screen, we find our greatest escape. Movies let us step outside of life, if only for a moment, to dream, to feel, and to live someone else's story. And sometimes, that's exactly what we need. Welcome to Will Neff's Movie Night.
I'm going to start pretty soon. We have a brief set of rules that we observe after this, but I'm going to do an abridged version.
That's very cool.
Guys, just a quick reminder, we watch all these movies on YouTube Free Movies. This is how we have been able to keep this going after the end of Amazon Prime watch parties. But the VODs are deleted because we don't want to create an illegal copy of the film. During the film, I turn off all alerts. I turn off chat. I turn off bits. I turn off donos. So I don't want any of your money during this. This is truly something fun we just do. It is my love letter to you. And I just hope you enjoy this fun little weird section of the internet. If you've never been here for a film night before, this is a film class, or at least a very scuffed attempt at a film class or a film 101, where you would do something similar. You would watch. Thank you so much. Get him out of the way now. Get him out of the way now. I appreciate you. Thank you for the 5. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So if you've never...
Oh, yeah, wow. That's very cool.
Misguided Penguin gifted a tier 1
Thank
sub
you.
to Mind
Thank
Drive.
you. If you've never taken a film 101 course, a lot of them are... They work like this. You watch a film with your class, and then afterwards, your professor will talk to you about that film and basically tell you why it is significant. Talk about some of like the features or some of the things, factoids about the film, some of the technique in the film, and then open it up to questions. And we do that same thing here. I'll probably diatribe for like 10, 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah,
and then
wow,
I'll open
that's
it
very
up to
cool.
you to ask questions. And as long as I feel like there are meaningful questions, I'll stick around and answer them for you. So anyway,
Oh, yeah, wow. That's very cool.
Satin feels he gifted a tier 1 sub to Mize Keith.
Chat.
This is your first gift sub
Anytime
in the
you
channel.
say don't sub, don't dono, they're like, well, I'll show you, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's very cool.
Thank you for film night, Will.
You're welcome. So that's what I would say about that. We started this 5 years ago. We've watched over 200 films. We started with 14 people, and now we're up to over 6,000 or 4,000 to 6,000 people every film night, which is absolutely baffling. I always appreciate that these are some of the largest screenings of these movies that we watch ever. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. We have a 3-minute set of rules that I'm going to abbreviate to about 2 minutes. This is your chance to get a blanket, get a snack, get comfortable, turn out the lights, silence your cell phone, whatever you have to do, because after these rules, we're going to start the film. All right, let's get right into it.
Hello, Mr. Mesh. Take my crying sub now. Is there any hole before the shell?
No hole. Drugs. Babies don't watch this.
If I see your videotapes in this movie, sights will rain down your throat with hard acid. It's starve your testicles and turn your guts into snakes. This is a copyrighted movie for Time Warner. If I find you sold it on eBay, I will break into your house.
Tear your wife in half. All right, there you go. Did you get that? Spending your money on drugs. Babies don't watch this. Tear your wife in half. Just the basics. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I'm going to prep us all for movie night. Let's pull up our React screen. And then first and foremost, chat is gone. The chat color block is gone. Fixed alerts are gone and bits are gone. All right. And then next we fix the volume. Hold on for a moment. And then we do this, and then we do this, then we do this, and then we do this, and then we do this, and go. All right, East Coast.